Good morning, everybody. I'm Yusuf, guys, and with me today are many of the team members from Azure Networking. Thank you for making it so early in the morning. We have a full presentation. We have been very busy the last 6 to 8 months, mostly listening to you and to your customers, asking for more features, adjustments, new services in Azure. So today I'm going to give you an overview of a number of things that we have shipped, are shipping as we speak. This is mostly about here and now. I will mention some future stuff, but it's mostly stuff you can go out now and go use. Today, this is an overview, and at the very, very end, I'll show you a slide with all the sessions that had the details. We have 8 more sessions or 9 more sessions to this one that can go down in details of every service I'm going to mention today. Some context. We are in a very good position to see how you and everybody else is using the cloud. And by and large, we're seeing a tipping point here, where the networking traffic have changed. The old days of having a corporate network with a corporate firewall, where most traffic stays within the firewall, if you will, and something goes to the internet, those days, frankly, are gone. What we see today is that the traffic is mostly going to the cloud, going to the internet, going to Azure, going to Amazon, going to Salesforce, you name it. There's still stuff on premises, don't get me wrong, but the tipping point is here. Very much of the traffic now has to go somewhere else. And what does that mean? It means you need a new networking design, where the internet line, if you will, is not a luxury, it's not an extra thing, it is the thing. You need a different way to look at security. One big firewall behind your corporate network edge, if you will, does not make it anymore. The boundaries are all over the place. And the way the application is delivered, the way it's configured, the way it's secured, has to also be very distributed nowadays. And of course, when everything is everywhere, you have to be able to monitor it. You have to be able to say, is this running or not? And when something goes wrong, you have to debug it as well. That's a high-level slide, I know, guys, but it informs what you will see for the rest of an hour and a half or so from now. Okay? So based on those trends, what we are seeing the industry going through, we have been investing and delivering in these 4 broad areas. And this whole presentation is structured around these 4 areas. First, about connecting. I alluded to the fact that the corporate network frankly is going away, so it's all about internet connectivity and technologies like SD-WAN, software-defined WAN, where you are using the internet with a lot of software to choose the right path and to get to the right destination. It's about protecting the traffic. As I mentioned earlier, it's no longer just a single corporate firewall, if you will. It's more about the zero trust posture, where your application has to be able to live elsewhere, and you have to be able to secure it in different ways. It's also about application delivery. How do you make your application, a given application, if you will, secure, highly performant? You can handle SSL and key exchange and so forth for the application. How do you get to it globally? And how to do so securely in a very highly available fashion. And last is about monitoring. Monitoring, debugging, for understanding what's going on, and also ensuring that when, say, the firewall says, I'm protecting you, that's really protecting you. So all our thinking, all our delivery, if you will, are in these 4 buckets. And to be more concrete, we have specific services here for every bucket. Some of those you guys know about. We're going to show you new features for them. Some are brand new. The same philosophy we've had before still applies. By and large, you can mix and match these things. As a matter of fact, a common theme you'll see me discuss today of how partner-friendly, partner-centric we are. Almost every piece on the slide, you can use a third party if you wanted to. The choice is yours. You're the customer, and as far as I'm concerned, I want you to use Azure. So use the best technologies out there. Our job, though, is to give you built-in services that are easy to use, etc. So for each one of these, I'm going to be touching on most of the services in this slide. And as I mentioned, the rest of this event has detailed sessions on each of these. Okay, so before launching into those 4 areas, just a reminder about our global network. Everything is built on this. All of Azure is built on this, guys. We have 54 announced regions around the globe. As you may know, each region is typically multiple data centers with its own network between the buildings. They're connected by a global WAN. It's a first-class WAN. We have more than 100,000 miles of fiber. We just lit a new fiber line under the Atlantic. We have a new one under the Pacific. This is needed. Otherwise, nothing I'm telling you about makes sense. We have a big edge network around the WAN, 150 locations and growing. And you'll see us delivering now services from this edge. And we have a big ecosystem of partners. This slide mentions ExpressRoute partners, but I'm going to show you many, many other partners as well. Okay, so everything I'll discuss runs on this stuff in the data centers and the wires that hook up the data centers. Let's talk about software. And the first area, connectivity to the cloud. We get lots of questions from customers. These are some sample questions we get. How do I connect in a high bandwidth fashion? Publicly, privately. How can I use the internet and specifically software-defined WAN to get to you? We know you have this big WAN. How can I take advantage of it? And I have many, many branch offices. I have many stores. I have many restaurants. How do I manage all this connectivity to the cloud? Etc. There are many questions you can see in there. But this gives you a theme of why we are investing in these areas. And the first area I want to discuss is private connectivity. This is an older slide, but just as a reminder, ExpressRoute is our private connectivity solution. It allows you to connect your network, and you still have a corporate network typically, or a data center network, to connect privately to Microsoft. You bypass the internet with this, you get predictable performance, you get an SLA, enterprise-grade connectivity here. Each ExpressRoute connection is actually 2 behind the covers. Some competitors advertise they have the same thing, but you have to go buy 2 of them. We only have 2 by default, because this is really an enterprise offering. You meet us in a partner edge. We have many of those around the globe. And you can use ExpressRoute to get to your virtual network or to finished SaaS services in Azure. And many of you have private applications, private connectivity connections from your on-premises to the cloud, where everything is sort of private and not internet-facing, which is totally fine. So we've had ExpressRoute for a while now. I just want to tell you that we just expanded. We've been working diligently for a year on a number of ExpressRoute partners. Last time you saw me present, we had maybe 100, 120. We nearly doubled our ExpressRoute partners. This means you have a trusted advisor from the biggest telecommunication companies around the globe to your local service provider that can help you connect to the cloud. Because private connectivity is not easy. You have to figure out a bunch of things and the like. And that's why we foster and work very carefully with our global ecosystem. And please reach out. If your provider is not there, just tell me. I think at the moment we've covered almost every corner of the globe here. I'm also happy to announce that now we have the fastest private connectivity of any public cloud provider anywhere. We've increased the bandwidth by 10 times. Based on your asks, I can see some of the people in this room who asked me about this. Today, you can connect up to 100 gigabits per second privately, directly to Microsoft. This is direct connection. we actually give you a 100 gig port on a router, and you go from there. It's really built for scenarios, and you'll see one in a second, for extreme bandwidth requirements, medical imaging, big uploads, etc. And it's very flexible. Once you get your 100 gig port, you can divide it as you see fit. You can divide it into a bunch of 10s and 1s and 40 gigs, if you will, and give them to different departments in your organization. So we have a very flexible model of allocation and control, if you will. And all the other features of ExpressRoute I'll mention a bit later apply to the Direct Connect 100 gig option. So for example, you can divide your circuit. Some traffic can stay within your region. Some go around the globe. It's all under your control. Yeah. And as I mentioned, we did this because you have been asking us for this. And I would like to welcome next Patrick from Johns Hopkins, who is actually one of the customers who asked us for this, and he'll tell us how he's using it. Patrick? Turn it on.
Thank you.
It's off. Technical problems.
There we go. Thank you. Good morning. So Johns Hopkins and Microsoft over the past year have partnered to solve challenges in both medicine and IT. We are predicting healthcare and removing IT barriers, and it all started with the network. We worked with the Azure team to build out 100 gig connectivity using the ExpressRoute Direct solution. ExpressRoute Direct is enabling opportunities that seemed infeasible. We have high speed, low latency, 100 gig connectivity, and it has been crucial to our success. With a focus on precision medicine, we have ingested large data sets to find new insights, create predictive algorithms, and adopt these outcomes back into clinical care. The teams created a tool called Active Care. It was developed in coordination with patients and the providers. It helps make treatment and care decisions for prostate cancer. ExpressRoute Direct 100 gig connectivity is supporting a continuous learning system, allowing researchers to improve patient care through a cyclical process of discovery and delivery. A constant analysis of data is improving the prediction algorithms used better to inform a patient on what to expect and what the treatment outcome will be. ExpressRoute Direct is allowing us to migrate workloads and retire infrastructures in favor of Azure services. Azure Site Recovery has helped us sunset large DR compute infrastructures and improved our DR SLAs. Azure Storage has removed DR storage infrastructure from our inventory. In essence, we are emptying the data center. We have focused on freeing up the precious on-prem capacity by migrating our test, dev, and non-prod infrastructures, our single instance applications, and applications can now be sized for the norm and burst into Azure as needed. In regards to futures, we are researching ways to leverage Azure Virtual WAN and ExpressRoute Global Reach to complement our existing WAN strategies, as well as improve our content delivery. We are researching Azure Firewall to not only enhance our cloud security posture, but allow us to burst our entire cybersecurity infrastructure into an infinite capacity in Azure. Thank you.
Thank you, Patrick. I have to tell you that your previous picture of the empty DC is really nice. But more seriously, for us who build all this infrastructure plumbing, it's always gratifying to see why and how you're using our stuff. In this case, to really for a very good cause. Okay. Moving on, I would like also to announce a new service for ExpressRoute. It's called ExpressRoute Global Reach. For the longest time, many of you have asked us, can I use your WAN to carry traffic from one site to the other, your on-premises site to another on-premises site? And to be honest, guys, we had this functionality built in, but we did not enable it until now. So with ExpressRoute Global Reach, you can deploy global site-to-site connectivity. That's your site to your site around the globe, and use a Microsoft Global Network, the one I mentioned earlier, that big WAN, to carry your traffic. The beauty of this is if you already have ExpressRoute in place, it's a command. You can dynamically enable traffic to enter our WAN and to exit our WAN, as long as you already have a connection for ExpressRoute here and there. The intent for this is that it's a great complement to your existing WAN. You probably have a corporate network. It's a great complement to that. If you need on-demand backup, if you need an on-demand situation, or if you want to extend to a corner of the globe where your current network is not there, you can use ours. And as I mentioned, it's literally one command. Today, it's available in the public cloud in these locations: US, UK, Hong Kong, Ireland, Netherlands, Japan, and of this morning, apparently Australia. I just saw the slide. We're adding a lot more. Singapore, Korea is coming, and so forth. We're going to be adding more and more countries as we speak. It's also available in US government cloud as well. So look into it, see how much you maybe complement what you have today. And as I mentioned, this works with the other features of ExpressRoute as well, direct and otherwise. Okay. So I talked quite a bit about private connectivity. But how about internet connectivity? And you'll see that many of you require both. So for internet connectivity, we have a big slew of investments here. I'm going to start with a simple video, cartoonish, I have to admit, then I'll tell you exactly how it's done.
When you started along your cloud journey, you probably moved a few applications and services to the cloud. Then you moved some more, likely including mission-critical applications. Now, as you continue to add more apps, services, and users to the cloud, traffic keeps rising and rising. Piping all that traffic in and out of the corporate network causes bottlenecks, high costs, and big challenges with security and management. As traffic keeps rising, network administrators like Steve have to build and deploy lots of workarounds organically to the network and find creative ways to manage, scale, and protect all the assets. This typical networking model is complex, expensive, and time-consuming to manage. But there haven't been many choices. Azure is changing that. The Azure Virtual WAN reimagines what's possible. Instead of putting the cloud on your network, you can put your network on the Azure cloud, where a growing number of applications and users already live. Steve simply spins up Azure Virtual WAN, directing all network traffic into the Microsoft Global Network. Branches around the world are now connected and can immediately start passing traffic between branches and your other services. Steve can manage and protect his network traffic much more simply using Azure and the Microsoft Global Network. He can also access existing Azure services. Steve can monitor his entire Azure Virtual WAN, including infrastructure, troubleshooting, and reporting, from the same Azure portal he already uses to manage cloud applications and the rest of his infrastructure. Plus, Azure Virtual WAN makes scaling network and security infrastructure easy. Instead of managing hundreds of endpoints and firewalls, Steve can take advantage of Azure's flexible architecture to scale as needed with no complex management costs.
So we saw the high-level slide, if you will. Let me tell you more about how this really works. So we've announced Azure Virtual WAN a few months ago. Today, it's generally available for production with an SLA. The idea of Virtual WAN or vWAN is to enable branch to Azure and branch to branch connectivity. Working with partners, and I'll show you a list of partners right now. You can install devices on premises in your branch offices, restaurants, stores, whatever the case may be. and use Azure VWAN for automated provisioning and configuration of all of your branches. You can control the traffic from where it's going to where it's going, if you will, and end up with a very highly scalable and high throughput system. Today we support 100 branches. We're going to increase the number. If you need more, give me a call, not a problem. And as I mentioned earlier, this is really built with a large and growing ecosystem of partners. A bit more about the features. When you go to the portal, you define these hubs. The hub is yours. You want to say, in this region, I want to have a virtual hub. The hub, if you will, as the name indicates, is a place where all the traffic goes. You can do things like enable, disable, which branches can connect, and so forth. You can connect using IPsec, IKv1, IKv2. We have a very flexible billing model. The more you use, the more you pay, and so forth. A lot of investment went into end-to-end monitoring and health indications, if you will. And you're going to see more of that as we go forward. Frankly, guys, when you end up with 100 branches, it can get complex. So that's why we want to invest more in monitoring. Today, I'm also happy to announce that you can combine this with ExpressRoute. So the same hub, you can connect to it from your SD-WAN devices, from your VPN devices, or from ExpressRoute for private connectivity. I'm also happy to announce that you can do it now with point-to-site VPN as well. And we have now open VPN clients, so you can connect from virtually anywhere into your hub. Also, we also have a preview of integration with Office 365 following 365's policies as well. On that last note, you can now configure Office 365 internet breakout policies from the same portal experience for Azure VWAN. The key point here, it delivers on the 365's connectivity principles. And if you look at the blue dots on the screen, it basically tells you that the traffic will follow the most optimal path, going directly to the internet, going to the VWAN, and bypassing hairpinning through a DC and so forth. And again, there are more details in a separate session just describing more about this as we speak. And some of you have already started using it. Kodak Alerts, for example, have branches in 30 countries. They were faced with the question of how do I connect all these branches to the cloud? And with VWAN, it's a matter of picking a partner, shipping some equipment on premises, and the rest is software. Speaking of partner, we have a growing ecosystem of Azure Virtual WAN partners. We have been adding more names in here. Virtually everybody in the marketplace is here. And you're going to see us adding more as well. And it's the same philosophy, guys, giving you options. You may have one or more of those partners already in your branch offices, in your businesses. They could be your partners. We are open to work with all of them. And for everyone, these are highly integrated. I see a question. I would like to hold a question toward the end, only because we have 71 slides this time. Sorry about this, but I'll be around, I promise. I would like to welcome one of those partners on stage. I would like to mention that now VeloCloud from VMware is part of our ecosystems, and I'd like to welcome Susan Nash to the stage to say a few words.
Thank you. We're really excited. We've had a relationship and really good partnering success with Microsoft on Horizon Cloud, NSX Cloud, on Azure offerings. And today, as he mentioned, we're extending our partnership now to take on NSX SD-WAN by VeloCloud. VeloCloud, as you see on the slide, we acquired not too long ago. So as I talk just a few minutes about it, from here on, I'm going to mention VeloCloud because it's the VeloCloud offering that's really great at how we're integrating now together. As we start looking at what customers are really looking for, we're together now going to be able, with Microsoft, with our customers, to be able to actually improve connectivity and actually also improve application performance so that as the customer moves forward, they can count on this. And that's something that, as he said, in all the branch offices, moving on to Azure Virtual WAN, they'll have the confidence that that's there for them. And I think that's going to be amazing. You know, as we start really looking at what is the real benefit, you know, we're looking at this to ramp up fast. So we think this is going to give us and Microsoft the opportunity to give an on-ramp that will actually speed up a customer, giving them the access to the virtual WAN. And as you really start looking at what is the benefit to the customer, you know, as customers are moving more and more workloads to Azure, and it really is all about workloads. And as we move more and more workloads to Azure, it gives them the opportunity to start thinking about how they can do this in a more simple, automated, high-scale connectivity way from the branch office into Azure Virtual WAN. And the other thing VeloCloud's going to do, I think, is really, as we start refining this together, it's going to give us the opportunity to also take a look at how we give that last mile of secure, optimized connectivity in the branch offices. So I was pretty excited when Youssef was going through and showing all the different connections and the ability to actually expand this to, he said, if you need more than 100, call him. I mean, that's just incredible. You mean it, don't you? And so lastly, it's going to really give the customers an ability that when they're not going to have to worry, you all are not going to have to worry as customers about complex redesigning networks to be able to access those workloads and be able to take those Azure workloads and move them into a very stable, secure, highly connected way forward, which is unusual. You're going to be able to actually tie into the Microsoft VeloCloud solution, leverage it, and go connect automatically into Azure Virtual WAN. So that's what we're announcing today. We're extending our partnership together. We're super excited about working with Microsoft in this. It's going to give our customers, mutual customers together, a chance to really grow thousands of branch offices as time goes by. So thank you.
Thank you, Susan. We're also very excited about the partnerships. Thank you very much. Thank you. So we talked about getting to the cloud. The question is, once you get to the cloud, what do you do? So as you guys know, this is an old slide again. Your applications typically run in a virtual network in Azure. And this is the usual slide. The virtual network is the boundary where you put your applications, your VMs, and you can do all sorts of things, which I, for the sake of time, will not go through here. I want to tell you now about the new features we've added to VNets. We've been investing, based on your feedback, on extending VNets to containers. The punchline here is containers are first class in Azure. And for them to be truly first class in Azure, the VNet concepts have to apply to containers as well. So today we have the Azure Kubernetes Service, AKS, generally available with VNet integration through CNI. CNI is a plugin to get you all the connectivity solutions and the control plane, if you will, between the VNet and your containers. We're also having preview support for Azure Container Instance, so you can deploy the actual instances in your VNet as well. And there's a whole session on September 26th at 12:30 p.m. that will tell you all more about this thing. I'll show you the map, the session map in a second as well. Okay? Again, the punchline is containers will look from a networking perspective just like VMs. Same concepts apply to containers as they do to VMs as well. A bit more of features we added to virtual networks. Some of you were very vocal about this one. The ability to reserve ranges of IP addresses. Now you have it. So you can do public IP prefix and say, I want a range of IP addresses, and you get the whole range. From there on, you can manipulate it in ranges. Give it your firewall on premises and so forth. Frankly, guys, we used to do this thing for you. If you give us a call, we go and hack it. It was kind of pain for us, pain for you, and now it's a full feature. We've also extended service endpoints. This is a subtle point, but it's important. And again, there's a session on this. As you know, you can take a virtual network make something like storage to appear to be private to your VNet. We now have added extra protection for so-called data exfiltration scenarios. Or you can say, in this VNet, I want to get to the storage account and no other storage account. So if somebody maliciously is able to compromise a VM in your VNet, they will not be able to extract data from the storage account and push it somewhere else. You can combine it with NSGs, with firewall, and so forth, and truly have a closed VNet, if you will, that can only get to, say, a storage endpoint. We've done this thing for storage. We're going to extend it to SQL and other services soon as well. And again, there's a session that will explain more of this stuff in details as well. The idea behind this, plus some of the VPN stuff I mentioned, plus some of the express route I mentioned, is that many of you want to build truly private applications that connect privately, uses some of the services like storage, but everything is contained in a private fashion in the cloud. And this is a very important building block for that. Okay, in the sake of time, we'll move quickly. We add more features to DNS. There's a session that will mention more about how this works, but alias records solves a problem where we end up with dangling pointers. With alias records, you can point to either a traffic manager endpoint or a public IP endpoint. And we keep track of the fact that the IP address changed without breaking the mapping. Bit complex to mention in 30 seconds, but for those of you who use DNS, this will be very useful. Okay, I want to move to application protection. Remember, we talked about connecting to the cloud. Now, how about protecting the stuff in the cloud? And again, many questions come up in this space. It's about how do you protect my applications? How do I control the network before it gets to my application? How do I do microsegmentation or subnetting within my VNet? How do I use DDoS protection? Who's attacking me? Can you give me some more data about that? And ultimately, how can I build a zero trust security model? We have a spectrum of options. Bear with me, guys. Okay? And there's actually a need for all of these, and you can mix and match them. In the application protection spectrum, if you will, as you know, we have DDoS protection service. I'll say more about it. We've added more stuff to it. And the idea here is that to utilize a global umbrella, if you will, to protect your applications from malicious attacks. We have the web application firewall. It gives you, once the traffic arrives to your application, it gives you application-specific protections at HTTP level against common attacks, like SQL injection and so forth. There's a new Azure Firewall, which gives you a network-level protection. Before even you send the traffic to your application, what do you want to do with inbound and outbound traffic? I'll say a lot more about this in a second. And as far as segmenting your VNet into smaller protection domains, we have NSGs, which I will not cover today. There's a session on that. And you have service endpoints, which I alluded to in the previous slide. Again, there's a session on that as well. So typically, in a sophisticated or complex application, you end up segmenting your VNet, use NSGs and service endpoints, depending on the application domain. And then you combine it with a firewall for the networking part, a WAF for applications, and a DDoS around the whole umbrella. All these, by the way, are optional. You can mix and match. I also want to point out that we have a number of blueprints on the websites. For example, the Virtual Data Center blueprint that goes in a lot more details on the how and why you would combine these things. Okay, so a bit more details now. Azure Firewall is a cloud-native, stateful firewall as a service. To my knowledge, the first among all the public cloud providers. It's a service. You click on the website, on the portal, and then you can instantiate a firewall service in your VNet. It's available today in general availability. It was in preview for the last few months, if you guys remember. It gives you a central place governance for all your traffic flows into your application set. It's highly available and has auto-scaling built in. It gives you basically network traffic filtering. We added more features, by the way. So today we have now outbound traffic filtering, plus inbound traffic filtering, plus the ability to build sophisticated topologies like a hub and spoke in this picture. Plus, you can now combine it with traffic coming from ExpressRoute and VPN. It's fairly complete. The picture shows you one topology that we recommend. It's not the only topology possible, but the one we recommend, where you would have a VNet running the Azure Firewall, or your applications can run these spoke VNets. And you can manage them centrally from the from the central hub, if you will. And you can control where the traffic is coming from, on-premises, back to on-premises, or back to the cloud. And the whole thing, of course, is combined with centralized logging and monitoring. We emit all the information in formats so you can feed them to third-party tools. And I'm going to show you some of the tools in a second as well. But before I go on, I want to show you one of our customers, Jan from ABN AMRO, who has been using Firewall. I want you to hear from him directly about his experience using the system.
Thank you very much, Yusuf, for inviting me and giving me the opportunity to, maybe I can skip the next slide. Thank you. To give me an opportunity to share our experience with Azure and Azure Firewall specifically. We're working with Azure for the past 2 years already with a team of about 25 people. And we, as a bank, we feel that we need public cloud to be competitive and to have to fulfill and accelerate our digital ambition. But we also, as you might know, we have a lot of regulations, security questions we need to fulfill. And that's not something we do once a month. We need to do that continuously. So we need to continuously show to our regulator we are in control of compliancy and security. So that's something which has an impact on the way we provide a service to our internal DevOps teams. We have about 100 DevOps teams, potentially, and they all want to use, over time, Azure services. And we started, as I said, 2 years ago, and we now have about 70 applications running in production on Azure. And the way we provide that is that we control the products ourselves. So before you can use a product of Azure, our team predefines actually a number of controls and put them back in, so to say, in the repository. And from there, we use a kind of a mechanism we call self-service. DevOps teams can obtain and use those products in their own CSD pipeline. And that is also the point where the firewall comes in, because it means we need to fully automate those capabilities for DevOps teams. And we feel that the Azure Firewall fits into that and get rid of a dependency we now have, as was shown earlier. Most of our traffic today flows out through the on-prem firewall and proxy infrastructure. And our first step is to get rid of that and to use Azure Firewall for the egress traffic in the Azure context. So hopefully that gives a little bit background of why we selected Azure Firewall. A little bit on this picture. I can see it here also. I will keep it short. It's actually a representation of the proposition which was just shown a little bit earlier. We applied it in 2 regions in engineering today. And as you see, it is a scalable hub and spoke architecture, what we started to use. As I said, we're running 60 plus production application with various type of services, PaaS services as well as IaaS services. So they both require egress traffic in some situations. And as stated here again, egress, initially we will use it for egress traffic only. combined with VNet service endpoints. And again, main reason for us is that we can combine it with our DevOps and CI/CD approach and way of working, and have and with that we can enable self-service by our DevOps teams. Last but not least, of course, it is reliable. We feel we get the level of control we need to control our perimeter. And we also had some insight, and we see there is a promising roadmap ahead which fits our agile approach, and we feel next steps, next scenarios can be fulfilled using this type of firewall.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Jan. Well, we do appreciate all the feedback you have been giving us on this. Thank you. I'm also happy to tell you about a growing ecosystem of third parties for the Azure Firewall. We know that the more and more you follow this model, you're going to end up with a bunch of points of control. Firewalls that you may have on premises, some you have in the cloud. So we have partnered with these partners. I'm going to be adding more for doing security and management policies. For those of you who have to manage firewalls, especially multiple firewalls, you know how complex this can be. I want to show you a quick video from one of them, from Barracuda. A partner of ours, we have worked together to make it easier and seamless to manage these firewalls.
Microsoft's announcement of the new Azure Firewall makes it clear that the days of putting one big, fast firewall on one big, fat internet pipe are long gone. Instead, the cloud era demands a new security model. You'll deploy separate Azure Firewall instances for each region, and they'll work together to protect your cloud deployment as a whole. However, as your enterprise footprint grows, you may soon have dozens or even hundreds of firewalls to manage. That's where Barracuda comes in. It orchestrates, automates, and radically simplifies the deployment, configuration, and management of all your Azure firewalls. Deploying new firewalls and rules across multiple regions in central VNets is simple. For this demo, we'll start with 2 new firewall rules already defined, and we'll add another one. This will be a web policy to allow outbound web traffic, and will allow any source and any destination with a destination port of 80 or 443, and will set the protocol as TCP and action as allow. And at the application level, we'll restrict this to github.com. We'll choose the Azure Firewall for this, and then we select the particular subscription to apply our rules. Then we select the regions to be covered by this firewall. In this case, we'll select East US and West US. At this point, it loads all the VNets in those regions. Since we only want to deploy these rules to central VNets, we'll deselect the others. And we'll select Auto Deploy, so that if there is no Azure Firewall deployed, Barracuda will deploy a new one automatically. So now we see that the new rule has been added to the 2 we already had, and we just click on Deploy Policies. And now Barracuda pushes new firewalls with the new rule sets to the specified VNets. The Barracuda stack that does this is natively built in Azure and runs in the managed Azure environment. It takes a few minutes, which we'll speed right through, but then you can see in Azure that each of the selected VNets now has a firewall associated with it. And when we look at application rules, we see the rule there that we created to allow github.com traffic specifically. Azure Firewall lets you securely transition to a modern, cloud-based network infrastructure with all the business agility it provides. And Barracuda makes it easy to centrally manage your growing security infrastructure in the cloud.
Great. As you see, guys, we're investing in the technologies and hopefully partners who can help you manage the technology as well. Okay. So we talked about internet firewall, but how about the web application itself? And as you know, we have the WAF for that one. So the WAF gives you the ability to protect against common attacks, XSS attacks, for example, SQL injection and so forth, and gives you a lot of monitoring about what's happening to your application at the HTTP level. We're adding new features. They're in preview. A lot more configuration capabilities that we've really been hearing from you about this. It's about the ability to control the request, body evaluation for the request coming in, and also about the request and the file creation sizes. We've also added support for exclusion lists. This helps with removing false positives and give you more control over how you configure the HTTP traffic coming to your web application. Okay? And again, we have a session that will cover this thing in a lot more details as well. On the DDoS front, this is a marketing slide, sorry guys, but these things are actually happening out there. DDoS attacks are on the increase. This is public information in the slide. I'm sure all of us know about even more attacks like this and so forth. This is happening. There are bad actors everywhere that are attacking everybody all the time, if you will. And as you know, we have basic DDoS protection built in the platform. So this is free. The basic DDoS protection applies to all of us, to all your applications. But we also have an add-on that gives you a lot more visibility and control for your public IP addresses in VNets. What you have been telling us, you want to know more what's going on, so we're delivering on that. So here's what's new in the DDoS protection service. You get extensive now DDoS attack analytics. You get near real-time attack mitigation flow logs, so you know what's happening to your application. You get snapshots real-time, and we give you a lot more summary after the attack as well. This information we have, we make sure it's available only to you for your endpoints and your VNets. We also have a rapid response team. So in the unfortunate situation, if the traffic is still getting to you and is affecting your application, there's a 24/7 number to call, and we will jump in to do any custom mitigation we may need for your endpoints and your VNets. We're also integrating it with Azure Security Center. So you'll get more specific audits, if you will, recommendations for your endpoints and VNets. You'll know which of them we would recommend you would apply DDoS protection for you on them. Guys, this is very easy to configure. And if you haven't configured it, it's an add-on charge, blah, blah. I recommend you do it for your public endpoints. It's only getting worse out there. Anyway, so we're very happy about this. It's the same infrastructure, guys, we use to protect our infrastructure and everything in Microsoft. Okay, just to sum it up, this is, again, there's a talk I'll tell you more about this. You end up with these topologies that you can combine these things I mentioned earlier. This is just a sample topology. We have a lot of this information. But in this, you end up with DDoS, the way to protect your public IPs from all over. You end up with the App Gateway WAF to give you the application-specific HTTP-level common attack protections. You end up with a firewall that you can do network-level inbound and outbound rules before it even gets to your application. And then, as I mentioned earlier, we have the micro-segmentation technologies, NSGs, and service endpoints to let you really have fine-grained control over your VNets. I know it looks complicated, but as you may have seen from our customers as well, applications are becoming more and more sophisticated on Azure, and that's why all these building blocks are very, very useful. Okay, switching subjects, application delivery. What does this mean? I'll tell you what it means. Again, lots of questions we get is, how do I do? So think big now. Your business is big. Your customer wants very highly available global services. How do you make it really global? How do you make it really resilient to failures? And how do you make sure that your customers, who may be hitting it, say, from Europe and from the US, get to the closest endpoint to get the best performance? We have a suite of options in Azure. You know about Traffic Manager, which is a DNS-based way to get you different endpoints around the globe. We have the in-region load balancing options of the load balancing application gateway. And of course, we have a version of those for internal traffic, whether you're doing a purely private system or between your tiers. We're also introducing something we're calling Azure Front Door. Azure Front Door is really built for global scale. And the easiest way to think about it is how you compare it to Traffic Manager is for large-scale web applications. where you want to maximize global reliability and performance, you can use application front door for that. And a typical stack looks like the left-hand side of the slide there. I'll tell you more about it in a second. But it takes care of doing global load balancing, basically, global, getting the traffic to your application, and then you can have whatever you want to have in a given region. For a class of applications, streaming applications, gaming, cross-premises, traffic manager, the one we've had for a long time, is really very well suited to that. You get an endpoint, and you can just stream from there to wherever your customer might be. So for Azure Front Door, it's a global entry point into your service. This assumes you have a global service, guys, with multiple origins. You can serve it from, say, US, Europe, and APAC. It gives you application acceleration. It uses our edge network, by the way. It basically gives you an HTTP proxy at our edge. This big network I mentioned earlier with the edges, it runs there. It gives you a reduction of latency and gives you the ability to get to your customer wherever they may be. That's actually the way around. The customer can get to your application, the closest one to the customer, if you will. It also supports IPv6. It gives you global HTTP, HTTPS load balancing. Lots of active probing, and the failover is nearly instant. If you know routing, it uses Anycast for the endpoints, and you basically end up with the closest endpoint to your application. And lots of policies here. You'll be surprised how complete this service is. And the reason it's fairly complete, we've been running it for more than 5 years. Bing runs on this. Office 365 runs on this. This is a highly scalable, frankly, highly mature service that we spent the last couple of years adding capacity to it and make it to a third-party service. So we had built this initially for Bing, by the way. And if we can handle the scale of Bing, arguably the second biggest search engine on the face of the earth, I can handle probably any applications you get sent my way. There's a session on this. We can tell you quite a bit more. But my best customers with these have been, for a long time, Bing, internal Azure services, Office 365, you see the whole list as well. In addition, we also have third-party customers, and customers are starting to use it as well. This is now exposed as a full-fledged Azure service. Portal experience, RESTful APIs, resources, billing, the whole thing. So it's not an internal service anymore, but a full-fledged service. Lastly, as I mentioned earlier, this runs on the edge. So the global network I told you about earlier and all the edge locations, this thing really runs. Okay? I encourage you to go try it. It's in preview at the moment. Of course, for the scenarios where Traffic Manager is applicable, we've added more features there based on your feedback. IPv6, a lot more control on the policies for request responses, and a bit to specify custom HTTP requests. And again, there's a session will tell you more about this. Moving along, Application Gateway is a very, very popular service in Azure, guys. You guys like it, at least looking how much is being adopted. It's a layer 7 load balancer, application delivery controller, whatever the buzzword for it is. You instantiate it in your VNet, and you can do all sorts of things with it to do basic application level load balancing layer 7. We added a lot more features to Application Gateway based on your feedback. Actually, 2 slides worth of features. So you see here some of them. We now have connection draining support. Many of you really wanted this, so you can have graceful draining of the connections. Lots of more details, custom error pages. You can control, you can combine it with AKS now for containers. A lot more diagnostics, up and down the stack, if you will. And the user experience in the portal, we've been expanding it. To be quite frank, guys, the PowerShell and the command lines for App Gateway has always been ahead of the portal. We're going to close this gap. So we're going to be exposing more and more of these things in the portal as well. There's more, a whole slide worth as well. We're adding auto-scaling. That's been a very highly requested feature. Up until now, you had to go by hand and add more capacity. Now, depending on demand, we will grow or shrink the scale of application gateway in front of your application. It makes it much easier for you and actually cheaper, frankly. We improved performance considerably. SSL performance offload is 5 times better. In addition, the time to provision and to configure is much, much improved. Frankly, guys, was too slow. Now we're quite nice, actually. We added support for AZs. So if you want to use application gateway with availability zones, the instances of the application gateway are spread across the AZs. So no AZ failure can affect your application gateway. And there's more stuff coming. As I mentioned earlier, it's a popular service. So if you need more requests here, tell me. We'll be more than happy. We're investing quite a bit in this thing. And as I said, we're going to do a better job showing the stuff in the portal as well. Because many of you who are between managing the network and managing applications may be using application gateway. So we want to make it also easier for developers to be using this service. OK, quickly. The built-in Azure Load Balancer. This is a layer 4 load balancers. All of us use it. This is the built-in stuff, guys. There's nothing new in this slide. This is a recap of the basic load balancer. You can do it for inbound load balancing. You can do the HA ports for different appliances in the back end. You can control the outbound traffic. It's quite good if you want, frankly. Now, 2 big things you've been asking us for, we're delivering now. Now you can define, scale, and tune your outbound net configurations in the new system. Specifically, you can do pool-based outbound netting. You can declare the configurations and control, really, things like the idle timeout and TCP resets for your load balancer. This simplifies more sophisticated topologies like the one shown in the right-hand upper picture, where you can have different pools behind the load balancer. And it can control how the ports are allocated and how is basically the prefixes are allocated for your load balancer as well. And there's a talk quite a bit to a portion of which will be on this one. This is GA. In addition, we have implemented TCP resets, finally. Sorry, it took us a while. And there are scenarios where this was a problem, to be honest, guys. And now we will drop the connection properly without application changes and without some of the recommendation we should ask you to do as well. And again, this is a preview. It will be officially supported momentarily as well. OK. More details in the load balancing session on this. Also, as you probably know, we have Azure CDN. Azure CDN is a service. It's a fully supported Azure service from the portal and so forth. And you get a choice of multiple CDN providers, how you want to configure your CDN. You can use Verizon, you can use Akamai, and now you can use Microsoft itself as a provider as well. And frankly, we want to give you options. You can mix and match these things depending on your application needs, your global reach, and your reliability and HA requirements. It's very developer-friendly. Same APIs we had for a while. It's global scale. Combining the Microsoft CDN network, Akamai network, and Verizon CDN network. This is a huge CDN service, guys. We wanted to make it very simple. So it's very easy to switch between the providers or to mix and match them as well. And you can see some of the customer quotes in here. So today we're announcing that the third provider, the Microsoft component provider, is generally available too. So it's fully supported. We have also integration with Azure Key Vault. And it gives you more choices. If I want you to leave this room with this, we're completing the product suite, we'll give you choices, and we have lots of partners. That's basically the theme here, guys. And you can see some of the numbers. That's how our edge looks like. And when you go build your CDN strategy, look at multiple providers. And in this case, gives you the same programming model, same development, same portal experience, same monitoring, but you can mix and match your CDN providers. OK? Now, I want to briefly hit on monitoring. and tell you about a new service, which I think you guys will be excited about as well. So you know the questions here. We all have them. It's great you put your stuff in the cloud, but you can no longer get to your router. So you have to trust us with monitoring and so forth. The theme here, by the way, is you monitor the applications, you monitor the concepts you see, you don't worry about the physical infrastructure. That's my problem. So we have a big spectrum here of monitoring options, if you will, all integrated in Azure Monitor. If you go to the portal, look at Azure Monitor, you can get to any of these things from there. Just to go over the categories, you can visualize your network. You can analyze it. You can take the data, put it to third-party tools. A lot in monitoring and troubleshooting of connectivity, on-premises connectivity, and so forth. And of course, you can write code here. You can look at alerts and fire an Azure function, depending on what's really happening out there. And it's the same thing, guys. Everything we do fits in the same umbrella here. For a network portion, watcher component, we've added a lot more. I will not read the list. It's in your left lower part of the slide. A lot more information available of the network now, locally and globally. And it's all based on your feedback. So keep the feedback coming. The beauty of services like Azure Monitor and NetWatcher, give us feedback. It's relatively easy for us to figure out, oh, this is what you guys want. We can put them and incrementally add them up. So a bunch of these things showed up in the previous weeks and months, to be honest. We've also been investing specifically in ExpressRoute Monitor because many of you told us that your ExpressRoute private connectivity is like truly an extension of your local network. So with NPM, you get a lot more information about what's happening between your infrastructure, anybody in between, and the moment you enter our network all the way to your VM as well. Now, the new thing I want to announce is Virtual Network Tap. This is unique in any of the public cloud providers out there. This gives you the ability, if you have the right permissions, without installing any agents, without touching your application, to tap the traffic coming out of your VM. In this example, you can see an application on the left-hand side built by somebody else, some frontier talking to a bacteria and so forth. And you need to understand what's going on here. As long as you have right permissions, you can take a fork of the traffic, this example from the top tier and the lower tier, and feed them into a collector, and then feed them to a bunch of third-party tools to understand what's going on. Again, the beauty here, no agents. You don't have to talk to your devs or change the application. And we have built the RBAC system in such a way as if you have the right permission, they cannot overrule you. So as if you went to the physical lab and you went to your favorite switch and get the traffic from the switch itself. Again, the policy controls are under you and your organization, but if you set it correctly here, you can really understand what's going on in your network without affecting any application. And this works with any application you have today. Of course, we need tools to understand all this. So we have worked with these partners, and you can see the names here. They're all available in the marketplace today. This is really in preview, guys. So give us a call, we'll enable it, blah, blah, blah. We're onboarding more folks. We'll make it GA when the performance is better. We're still working on the performance aspect of it. It will become better. But this is extensive set here because you told us, we've been talking to you guys. You use more of these tools. So you're going to find very nice integration between these two tools and the VTAP mechanism in Azure. You can write your own, by the way. You can plug it in, but any of these tools will make it richer experience for you. And also, customers have been experimenting with this thing as we speak. In this case, Chevron have been using it. And the feature set, to be honest, have come from a substantive view. Now that we have it in preview, please send us feedback. Okay? Okay, I promised to finish on time, so I want to do one more thing. Land the point with you that the ecosystem for us is extremely important. Show you a short video, and then a slide with all the sessions, and I'm leaving. Okay? So we're almost done, guys. The ecosystem. I know this is an eye chart, and I hope I impressed this point on you. But what we care about is we want to have partners for every corner of your network, be it for private connectivity, be it for internet connectivity, for monitoring, for understanding the analytics of your network. We're working with them. We're working with everybody. So please, tell us more. You want to work on this stuff as well. Now, I want to show you one video from one partner that shows how partners are starting to build their services on Azure, but specifically as service, not just a bunch of VMs. This is short.
Hi, I'm Dave Marble. I'm the CEO of Ocean, the state's research and education network here in Rhode Island. Ocean has been a partner of iBoss for the past 5 years. We embed the iBoss technology, the web filtering technology, into our IP service that we deliver to our K-12 and library networks. Ocean and our member community around the country, our research and education members, have been working hard with Microsoft to build a community profile that marries our networks with the Azure peering locations and data centers.
iBoss is a global SaaS provider that delivers security services for more than 100 data centers all over the world.
We're excited to announce that iBoss now runs in Azure and is available via the Azure Marketplace.
We've worked hard to bring our service to Azure, not just because it's a leading cloud platform, but because more and more customers are sending their data through the Azure network.
We are offering our solutions within Azure Marketplace because it allows us to be easily discovered by Azure customers, and because of the multiple ways the service can be delivered.
This includes making the version of the service available as a managed app, allowing the enforcement nodes for the service to run natively in a customer subscription, enabling deeper visibility and control of the overall environment.
Hi, my name is Mark Racine. I'm the CIO for the Boston Public Schools. We are the oldest district in the country and the largest school district in New England, with approximately 130 school buildings and 70,000 students, teachers, and faculty. As an iBoss client, we needed a platform that was going to quickly scale up to meet the needs of our district. My team needed a system that was secure, gave them the controls they needed to secure our classrooms and provide our teachers with a safe learning environment, yet at the same time be flexible enough that if we needed to adjust our rules, our categories, our filtering needs, we could do that on the fly. One of the great things about iBoss's expansion to cloud providers like Microsoft Azure is that it's afforded us the ability to filter devices off campus the same way that we've been filtering them on. So whether the students are taking the devices home, taking them to college visits, or just on the school bus, they have the same filtering, the same safety and security that they do while they're in the classroom. And the use of cloud services like Microsoft Azure has given iBoss the ability to scale up and meet the needs of our classroom no matter where it is.
Okay, guys. This is a quick summary of everything we announced, and I know you have many questions. So the team will be here for the foreseeable half an hour or so, but this is a slide I promised you. If you want to take a picture, please take a picture of this slide. These are all the sessions which has the real details. I had to do a very quick overview here. If you look at the column of services, it describes what each session has. The internals one coming next tells you how we built it. Albert will have nice gadgets there if you want to see a bit of hardware and some of the internals. The rest will tell you about the actual services, how to use them, the SKU definitions, maybe some pricing information, and you see the detailed description for every service here. We strove to have coverage in this event. So we have a large number of the team on premises. As exemplified by this schedule, I hope we can answer any of your questions. Thank you for your attention, and please continue to send us feedback. Thanks.